Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and with the recent hunt that produced that giant mythical piebald red deer, I figured we were probably due to come back here and go for some red deer. Now, it's been a little while since we've actually targeted red deer here on Tiawaroa. We've kind of just killed them whenever we run across them, and that's yielded a few decent stags, but nothing quite like when we were grinding for them, so I figured it's time to jump back into the grind. And today we're going to use a gun that we haven't actually used in a video in quite some time. I've used it on the live streams, but not in an actual video, so today we're actually going to be using the 6.5, the Rayo variant of it, and I'm excited to get back out there and take on some red deer. So our first stop is going to be this lake right here. This has always been one of the best places to catch the red deer as they're transitioning between zones. It's right here for those of you that are interested. This has always been a real hotspot for pretty much everything red deer in Sika. And that guy is a really nice level 7, so let's go ahead and get lined up on him and see if we can get a shot into him. Now the thing about the 6.5 is it does lack the power that the 30-06 has, so you do need to put a second shot into the red deer a lot of the time if you want them to die off even relatively quickly. And unfortunately, because it lacks that power, a lot of people don't even give the 6.5 a chance, but it really is a really fun gun to use. It has an awesome sound to it, it's very flat shooting, and as long as you have good shot placement, it can do the trick, just like the 30-06 can. Just got a little more tracking to do. And I think we managed to squeeze that in there. There is a chance that it didn't hit vitals, but it actually looks like it was single lung. Here's that nice level 7 stag that we ended up taking out, and he died in a pretty cool spot. I like how that looks. He was just about to hit the trees, but didn't quite make it. And that guy is a 189.60. He's just a little bit over gold. It's actually one of the smaller 7s, I think, so kinda cool. You don't actually see these little 7s too often. Most of the time, the 7s are relatively larger than that. So let's go ahead and try to track down the second one. It's going to be a much longer tracking than this first one, just because of the fact that we didn't hit it nearly as well. We tracked this guy for at least a few hundred meters, and that's exactly why you want to make sure you get double lung, or at least get 2 shots into them with the 6.5, because otherwise they do run quite a long distance, and that's what we had happen right here. So 145 meter tracking distance, but I didn't pick up his track till about 100 meters from where we hit him, so he did run about 250 meters with that shot, and it was just a single lung, so we definitely need to make sure we get double lung. Of course, in most situations we will be able to. This guy just happened to be running away, so it made it a little bit harder. That is a very solid red deer right there, a very nice looking mythical. Now there is a couple more over to the left, so I'm probably going to have to act pretty quickly so that these guys don't run off when I shoot the mythical. But I think we should be able to get them all, or at least 2 of them. We are going to have to try and get this guy's attention though, so do a quick shot there. Wait for him to turn. I think we actually might have got all 3. This third one is a big if though. If we actually managed to get it in the right spot, and it looks like we did. It looks like we actually did get along on that third one. That is quite incredible actually. I'm happy with that. I didn't expect to get that third one. This right here is our first good red deer of the day, and it's quite a big one to say the least. I'm happy that we finally got a mythical down. It is a 232.60, so this is actually pretty high scoring for this rack. Typically they stop at around 230, 231. I've never actually seen one go 232, so that's actually kind of cool. I'm happy with that. We got 2 more to claim, and then we're probably going to start hunting the river, because the river is usually the highest concentration of red deer for the most part, and actually our 7's right here, so I'm guessing the other one's probably somewhat close too. I don't see him, but there's where we ended up hitting this one. Just barely clipped that left lung there. 197.70, so a very solid red deer also. This spot actually had a couple decent ones. Not bad at all. So it's actually looking like there might have been a tree in front of that second one we shot at. I don't see any blood. This is his tracks right there, and yeah, there's just absolutely no sign of any hit. So I'm guessing we ended up hitting a tree. It's gonna be impossible to tell which one, but it's looking like that's what happened. Ever since we started managing our red deer herds shortly after TheHunter released, we've always had a ton of red deer near the river, and it always seems to be the most consistent place to find them. As you guys can see, there's like 3 different herds in very close proximity, and there's a decent amount of 7s and even an 8. This has always been such an insane spot, and I'm glad to see that it stays consistent. The only problem that ever occurs here is not being able to get a quick enough follow-up shot on the 2nd or 3rd or even 4th red deer, because after you shoot the first one, they tend to become alerted or even fleeing, and that usually makes it so you can only get 1 or 2 of them, but they do end up coming back pretty quickly, so hopefully we can get multiple ones. I'm kind of wishing I had brought the night vision scope, but we're gonna try and do our best with this. And yeah, I think that'll do the trick. We got 4 of them, and they actually didn't spook off as quickly as I was thinking they would. I guess they were spaced apart just enough to where only a few that were close to the initial one that we shot ended up spooking after that first shot, but overall that went really smoothly and I'm pretty happy. So they have all come back to their drink zone by the time I've ran over to this next tripod stand, and there is one more stag that's in a perfect spot for us to take a shot, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Hopefully that second shot got into a lung also, so he can actually go down pretty quickly, because I don't really want to have to track him too far. But it does appear that he was the last stag alive, so we've got 5 stags down, and we're gonna go claim them all. Actually, I take that back, there is one left. We need to take him out first. That shot looked good. And it was good. Alright, so now we're gonna go claim them. So we actually did end up missing a herd. It was just on the right side of this bridge. I didn't even look over here, and I'm glad I took a look before I actually drove up on the ATV, or else these probably would have spooked off. So we're gonna see if we can take down at least one of them. They're actually pretty close right now, so I should be able to take both of them pretty quickly. And yeah, we definitely got into a lung on both of those. So I think we have a total of 7 stags down now, which is absolutely insane, and that really is why the river is the best spot to go for red deer. Especially if you guys have limited resources and are pretty early on in your account, then you might want to put one of the few tents that you get as kind of like the starter tents. You might want to put one of them over here, because this is actually a pretty crazy spot. As you can see, just in this small area, 7 red deer stags. Absolutely insane. These 2 over here might not be the biggest stags, but they're definitely still ones we need to get down. For those of you that do not know, pretty much any stag that you take down, or any animal in general, will always have a respawn, so regardless of what the size of the animal is, if you're looking to get rares or diamonds or anything like that, it's always good to get down as many as you possibly can, which is why I tend to shoot all males that I get a shot at, and a lot of times I'll even shoot some females if I get the chance to without risking losing a zone, because occasionally you can get some cool rare females out of that too. This guy might be one of the smallest red deer I've shot as of recent. He doesn't even break 100 and he barely gets over silver. But we did get a good shot on him, so he didn't run as far as the other one did, which is nice. So with the release of TheHunter for PS4 coming closer and closer every day, and actually by the time this video comes out, it might actually already be out, but I've been thinking more and more about doing a long live stream on that day, and I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. You guys can look out for that, but I'm not really sure what species we should go for during that stream, so if you have any suggestions, leave those down in the comments. would be very interested in seeing what species you guys would like me to chase after during the stream on the PS4 release date. Because at this point I've pretty much hunted for everything and we've got the majority of trophies that we wanted, so if there's anything that you guys would like to see me do here on T Awaroa, let me know down in the comments below. We have honestly taken down so many red deer that I honestly don't even know where half of them are going to be. I'm going to be driving around in this forest for absolutely ages just trying to find all of them. So I think what I'm going to do is we're probably not going to show anything in the video until we actually get up to the animals just to save time. That one is a level 6. It's not exactly anything special, so we'll just go ahead and move past that one. I think we only have like maybe 2 left. So we should have them all claimed very shortly. So as far as I can tell, this is the last one here. I looked around quite a bit to try and find another one, but I could not find the one that left this track right here, so unfortunately we're going to be missing out on one of them, but this is the guy that we dropped in his tracks, so this should be a heart shot, and yeah, it definitely is. Heart and double lung, 200.30, scoring level 7. Very good looking red deer. We are getting extremely close to the end of drink time, which means we probably only have time to visit maybe 1 or 2 more zones after this, so let's go ahead and try to take these 2 out, and after that we'll probably head up to one of the lakes in the north. Let's see if we can get a shot into both of these. We definitely got vitals on both of them. Unfortunately, the first one I wasn't able to get a second shot into, but that second one has 2 in him, so he should go down relatively quick. There is number 1. And number 2. This is the bigger of the 2. Now that we have claimed both of these, let's go ahead and move to the next location. Now, we really don't have a lot of time left. It just hit 21, so we've got about 30 minutes to hunt around, which means we can probably only hit 1 or 2 more zones like I was saying, so let's not waste any more time. Oh my gosh, so I came over to this lake to check on what we had going here for red deer, and this guy just walked up behind me. Oh my gosh, that is a massive level 9. It does appear to be the big rack as far as I can tell. There's 2 variations of this rack. One is super huge and then the other one scores like I think 10 or 15 points lower and sometimes just barely makes diamond. I think this might be the bigger of the 2. Well, either way, I think I want to take this guy out with probably a bow if I can. I'm not sure if he'll give us a chance. We've kind of got him in a weird spot with him coming up behind us like this. But if he doesn't run off too far, maybe we can crawl to the tent and grab a bow. But I really don't know how this is going to end up. And I have no clue where he's trying to go to. It actually looks like he's stopping right there. 40 meters away, pretty much. If we're really careful, we might be able to make it, but this is going to be really difficult. Well, this is not good. I ended up alerting him, and now he's getting even closer than before. I think what we're going to do instead is try to get him with iron sights. I think that'll be at least something somewhat spectacular to do, so we have the 6.5 with us. Let's go ahead, get a shot on this guy if we can. That appeared to be good. And yeah, it definitely was. So that is a monster red deer on the ground. Hopefully this guy ends up being the big rack. It's hard to tell the biggest and the smallest rack apart because they look almost identical. Look at the size of this absolute monster. What a giant red deer. I was really hoping that we could get over to the tent so that we could actually take him with the bow, but he was in kind of a strange spot, and I didn't want to spook him off and then have to track him down again because they can be kind of a pain after they've spooked once. But we got him down. At least we were able to take him with iron sights. It's not exactly the bow kill that I was hoping for, but better than nothing, I guess. So let's go ahead and claim this guy after we get a couple pictures, although I don't know if we'll be able to get anything good. That looks alright, I guess. Let's go ahead and claim him now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a huge one. 268.20. I think that's my personal best. If I'm not mistaken, this is the biggest red deer we've ever killed. Oh my, and it's max weight too. Oh my gosh. That is insane. 268.20. And he's max weight. This is easily the biggest red deer we've ever killed. I'm curious, is he completely symmetrical? No, he is a little bit asymmetrical. There is some slight variation in his antlers. Although, there are some other portions that do look very similar, but if he was even on both sides, he would have actually been probably close to 270. That's crazy. What an absolute giant red deer. Well, it is definitely time to replace one of these other red deer because this one that we just got is way more impressive than these ones over here. So I think what we're gonna do actually is we will move this one and put that guy right there because he is the biggest red deer we have ever killed. Absolutely insane. 268. Our previous best I think was 267 if I'm not mistaken. That one is in a different lodge. But that is absolutely ridiculous. I never expected to find a red deer this massive. And for it to be our best one makes it even better. Let's go ahead and swap that around, I guess. And then I guess we will take down probably that and put our elk here. I'm not sure how great that's gonna look, but I guess we'll leave it there temporarily because this wall's really shaping up. I'm liking the way it's looking. Eventually we probably will replace a couple of these with some species that actually are meant for these plaques because the red deer is actually able to be fit on smaller plaques, but I like the way this looks, so for now it'll stay like this until we find something better. But I honestly never expected to find such a massive red deer during this hunt. It's been quite some time since we've actually gone after some red deer. We've kind of just been taking them out as opportunity kills, and it's been going decently well. We've had some nice kills out of it, including that giant piebald that we got, but nothing quite as big as that guy right there, so that's pretty exciting. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so that you guys will always know when I post a video. Also, be sure to hit the like button. It's a massive help to the channel and helps push these videos up higher in YouTube's algorithms and into the search ranking. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below of a video idea or anything that you guys would like to let me know. If you guys do want to put a video idea in the comments, be sure to put video idea at the beginning of the comments so I can easily search through them. And if I like your idea, then I'll put it in a video and feature your comment in that video. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!